Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing 4 Spin Fishing series. Today, got started, I've got the Kilo 4G004 on both rods here. I cast out, and before I could even start the recording, we had this fish hooked over here on the small rod. So I'm curious to see what happens with both the big rod and the small rod fishing with the same lure, to see if we have a difference between the two of them. So that's kind of the plan for today. We need 16,000 experience points to get up to level 20. I did some poking around for next steps. Really, no matter what, we're going to need 2,000 silver, plus over 2,000 silver to really afford the next reel we're looking at. So got a little ways to go from that. If I remember correctly, we're about 13 or 1,400 silver in the bank on this account. About 1386 it looked like. So possibility we get up to 1,1600 today. We'll see, depends on what we catch. I did look at the cafe before we got started. There's a big lake trout order, a small grayling order, a trophy grayling order, so we'll see what we can get as far as cafes orders go. I'm not expecting anything special there though today. But pretty much before I even really got this line tight, whatever this is had latched onto it. And I have not seen it. Between episodes, you missed nothing. I can't remember. Well, can't remember if at the end of the last episode if I picked up my other reel or not from the workshop. I think I did. I did not switch it out. I want to wear this one out a little bit more before we switch it, which this fish is doing a good job of that. It is a rainy, cold day here at Quarry. It's a cold day in real life for me too. We're barely above freezing today. Dogs running around. Looks like a good lake trout, and it just went the other way and is still pulling. Since it's nowhere near ready to come in, let's go ahead and pull that small laker in off of big rod. This looked like about a 3 or 4 kilo lake trout, which is good. There is a 4 kilo lake trout order, but I think I need multiple of them. Dog's staring at me, trying to decide if he needs something or not. I did buy a 2-day boat ticket as the one. Actually, that reminds me, I am going to have to activate it. So the 3-day one we have is about to expire here, probably in about 2 or 3 hours. About 4 hours when I got started. Get in the boat. 4.3 kilo lake trout, not bad. Am I going to be able to make this turn? Probably not. Nope, just missed it. Another small fish on the big rod. That might be a big Vendus. It is. Oh. Big-ish. Back up off the key here as I ran into it. Decent grayling. Small grayling. I thought that was much bigger than it was. We're up on the dock there, but it'll fall in once the trolling motor starts. I did spend a few minutes between episodes just tossing a jig out. I logged in, it was midnight. Didn't want to get on the water then. So without getting on the boat, I just tossed a jig out a few times. Didn't get anything. Just trying from land, a couple different spots. Didn't really expect to catch anything either. Tiny grayling. Good Ventus here. I do see there's a fish over on one. I may switch over here. Let's switch over real quick and just rip this fish in as quickly as we can. There I was activating, trying to do it real quick so that I didn't stop for too long, and then I hit the island. Luckily I bounced off. Nope, I didn't. Looks like I'm making progress here, so I'm okay with being stuck against the island. I want to get this fish in anyway. Trying to switch to the next boat ticket without stopping reeling as much as I could. .4 kilo Laker. Kind of small for how hard it pulled, but is what it is there. Couple emails on the work laptop. Small perch here. Another small fish. And while I'm reeling this fish in here in a second, I'm going to take a quick mute break. I got to talk to someone real quick. All right, I'm back. Looks like I beached the boat while I was getting set up here. Did get a good hide. 1.5 kilo hide there. Let's back up and get moving again. Pass this bad boy out. So far, all the fish have been on the smaller rod, so maybe the smaller line is playing into it. That would be why. Way to go, Tucker. How long have you been doing that? Been fishing with my steel leader for a while. No wonder I haven't been getting a lot of bites on the bigger rod. That would be very, very visible to the fish. I wonder how long that's been playing into things. Probably since I last did some pike fishing. I may switch back over to the other lures now that I realize I've been being an idiot the whole time. Come here. Dog's getting excited because I'm talking. Starting to whine a little bit. May have to pause and let him out here in a second. We'll see. I think he just wants some attention. Trying to get him to jump up on the couch and lay down. And I ran into something yet again. Put the rod down. There we go. This looks like a good Ventus. It is. Looks like about 11,000 experience points away from leveling up. Felt like I hit an invisible wall there. It does get kind of shallow. I wonder if I just bottomed out for a second. Someone's got a paw up on my leg. I think I may have to let him out here in a second. All right, I want to try and just see if I've been being dumb. Let's put the bigger lure on and go further out because it goes deeper down, and just see if we get something now that I've got the fluorocarbon leader on there instead of the big steel leader. Yesterday, all we really got were perch on that. And perch are not extremely cautious fish. Go a little wider. Another maybe marker laker, but not at all. What I really want to go with, actually, I think this is going to be the better play. I want to put the Dodger Crank F7 007. Obviously, I wish it was an Dodger Crank 10 007, but we're 10,000 experience points away from unlocking Volkov, which will give us the opportunity to buy that. So between episodes, after this episode, I'm definitely going to Volkov to acquire that, and we'll see about other stuff. Dog's making some noise. playing with a toy, so I would keep muting occasionally. Not a big deal, but I don't really want to have squeaky toy dog noises in my videos if I can avoid it. I don't think you all would really care that much, but it is what it is there. Another big fish over here on 2. I think this might be a savan. I saw a small part of it. Nope, it's just a lake trout. 2.2. Heard this one jump. Quick marker Laker. About 9,000 experience points to go. Another perch. That had a good sound to it over there on 1. Uh-oh. Gonna say, I thought I had the friction brake somewhat turned up already. $3-kilo Laker. And that's the difference between a 5-kilo rod and an 8-kilo rod right there. How quickly I brought that in. All right. About 7,000 experience points away from a level up. About halfway into the episode, so pretty much right on track. Ooh, orange boy. Marker Core HR, 1,500 experience points. Nice. – small lake trout. All right, someone definitely needs to go out, so I'm going to go park the boat, log off, and then we'll be back. Take a quick pause while I do that. I was hoping I could get up to level 20 before then, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. Because someone is definitely telling me that he needs to go out. I'm surprised the mic didn't pick up that whining yawn. All right, I'll be right back. And we're back, and I just barely got it started going, and we already have a fish on here. As you can see, the dock's right behind us there. So definitely made the right decision taking that break there. Definitely needed to go out. And also Amazon showed up and brought me the memory kit for this device. So looking forward to swapping that out, trying to decide if I'm going to do that before I record the float episode or not. Definitely wanted it to come up to temperature because it looks like it got delivered right about the time I started recording, and sat outside in the cold for 20-30 minutes. So definitely wanted that to warm back up before I put it in anything. So no changes, and also I didn't stop the recording, I just paused it, so I didn't want to have to deal with that either. So we'll see what we go with from there, and we'll see what we get here. Only need about 5,000 experience points, so definitely a possibility we level up here pretty quick. And then I've got some decisions to make on if I'm going to go straight to Volkov, buy the lure I want, or if we get that between episodes, and if we're going to come back or what. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind there yet. Kind of hoping I could get to level 20 before I needed to break. It is about probably a half an hour later, maybe a little bit less, from when I stopped the recording a few minutes ago. Gotcha. Think that's rod 1 dragging on the shallow ground. I don't think there's a fish on it. Yeah, that's what it is. We need to get turned and get out into the middle of the lake a little bit. Yeah, there's not a fish on it. Wanted to make sure I had it locked and that there wasn't a fish on it. Wrong button. I did not look at the fish market or anything, just because with it being all the way down here and the box over there, it's too far of a run. So I have no idea how much silver we made so far, but it seems like it's been a pretty good day. If I remember correctly, the new lure is 50 to 60 silver at Volkov. So we'll definitely spend that. I don't think we're gonna have enough silver to upgrade a lure upgrade a reel between now and then. And this rod, what is a rod? This rod's 13. This one's 9, so we'd probably have to upgrade rod as well, and we'd have to get new line, new leader, that type of thing. So definitely looking at 2,000 to 3,000 minimum before we'll really be ready to upgrade. Well, I think rod 1 would be decent at Volkov. Rod 2 definitely would be pushing our luck, unless we just use spinners. So 32 minutes in, we got 39 fish. Not bad, not bad. Especially since I spent a few minutes fishing with freaking steel leader on. Can't believe I've been doing that for how many episodes? 4? When did I stop piking? Downside is the leader itself, and this is what had me confused, so it could possibly confuse you all too. The leader said carbon leader, so I'm like, hey, it's a fluorocarbon leader. No, it's carbon steel. Kind of upset at myself for doing that as long as I have. But learn from my mistakes. Make sure you check your rigs out closer than I have been. It was only 4.5 episodes since I was piking. It is middle of the night, so I'm not surprised it's slow. But this will give us another peak part of the day fishing as well. I think I'm just going to stay here through today, and then we'll go over to Volkov tomorrow. Or at the end of the episode, we'll probably make a stop there and go buy some equipment and then come back. And we may do some jigging over at Volkov too. I don't know. I haven't planned that far out. Haven't even thought about that far out, to be honest. Come on, fishy fish. Woke up today, or just had a good sleep last night, but woke up in the middle of a dream and was sleeping weird and had that weird crick in my neck where I have to hold my head in a fairly weird spot to not have some pain today, just because I was sleeping weird on my neck. It's always fun to be having a dream, and in the dream a fire alarm starts going off. In real life, it was my alarm to get out of bed going off. And it definitely took me a second to realize that in the dream and wake up. Watching some conversations at that 4-letter W word right now. Don't think I'm going to have to get pulled into something, but it's always a possibility when I'm recording. Looks like a perch. Getting to the time of day when things should start picking up too. Speaking of things starting to pick up, ooh, good grayling. Assuming the order's still there, that's going to be a decent one. And that's a good amount of XP. I'll say I will probably be fishing till at least level 20. We still have 20 minutes left in the episode anyway. But, ooh. I've not upped the friction brake at all on that rod, so that may not be as big of a fish as it sounds, but... Come on, fishy fish. .3 kilo Laker. Yeah, this one won't quite do it at all. We're still over 1,000 experience points away from level 20. This one might, though. That looked like a pike. I think I may be glad I switched rods real quick. Yep, it was a pike. This fish should get us to 20, I think. Where am I? Oh, not where I want to be. Well, we're making progress, so I'm not going to stop. Decent Arctic char here. Did not get us there. It's got to be close, though. Said 1,000 experience points, and that was 767, so we gotta be close. Wanted to check and see if something was on the rod there, since it went completely slack. Are we gonna get 20 on a crappy little perch? No, good. I haven't looked, I just thought of it. US weekly sevens, 7 SEV. No, we're still in 3rd place. Another crappy small perch. I really hope I don't get 20 on a crappy fish. I always like to level up on a good fish. Always feels better that way. Not that it honestly matters. Yeah. And this is a little bit better, maybe. Still didn't level up, though. Well, is this crappy perch going to level us up? Nope. Close are we? 39 experience points. Come on, Rod One. Grab us a big fish right now. You know you want to. Yeah. Yeah, at least it's a marker, I think. It is not, and we didn't level up anyway. I think we're 9 experience points away. Good news is this one will do it for us. You see that little jerk motion? That's usually me pressing control and right click to help set the hook. Gives you a better chance of the fish not slipping off. Nothing's a guarantee, but it helps. Looks like we're going to level up on an Arctic char. Not even quite a marker. Wow. Level 20 though. Got about 10 minutes left, so I'm not going to go over to Volkov just to come back. Don't really have the time to do that. And that fish just jumped up and grabbed it. I don't know if you saw it, but as soon as that hit the water, a fish grabbed it. I can see it on my screen. It's actually been a pretty good day. I mean, we got 54. This will be 55 fish and 50 minutes. This, you a Savon? Or are you just a big Laker? You're just a big Laker. 2.369 Laker. Need to turn. If I remember correctly, this rod was about, or this reel was about 5% worn when we started the day. I'm kind of curious how much wear we put on it. My guess is another 5 or so percent. Got a fish over on the other rod. I just started jump. Started jump again. Don't hear it pull and drag, so I'm not super worried about it. And with this one in front of us, I don't want to put the rod down really. Trying to drive it to the left of the key. That's why I switched the sides of the boat I was looking at. And it looks like I was successful. Might lose a fish on one with us beached like this. We'll see. Just because it's easier for it to get slack. Nice fish. 3 kilo Laker. This is a pike jumping. Interesting. Glad it didn't bite through our leader. Still got about 5 minutes left, so we'll go ahead and turn. Go for another pass. Probably do one more loop around the island here and then call it. Go over to Volkov. I think this is a rainbow. Yep, small rainbow. Go over to Volkov, grab a lure. Then probably going to come back here tomorrow and use that. We'll see. Last account I leveled up to level 20. The first fish on the new Dodger Crank 10 was a pike that bit it right off. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It was a weird one too, because it was out here in the middle of the deep stuff, and usually you don't see pike out in the middle of the deep stuff. And it didn't even get on the line for a second. It just bit it straight off. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us here, but it's always a possibility. All right, let's go ahead and turn towards the dock. Another Arctic char here. Don't think it's amazing though. Nah, it wasn't. Still 600 experience points. We do have 61 fish in under 60 minutes too, so good number of fish. We'll see about the quality. I think it's pretty reasonable. Decent perch there. And since I'm heading in, I'm not recasting that rod out. Oh, fishy fish. Well, not exactly where I wanted to be. Big rainbow? Big rainbow. Nice fish. All right. Since we're already halfway over here to the fish market, 130, not too bad. Let's go see if we got any cafe orders. 590 gram Bendis, we got one. No bream, no 2 kilo grayling, no big rough, no big lake trout, no big grayling, and no big char. So 130 experience points today. We'll probably start tomorrow over at Volkov. I've got to step off for something at the 4-letter W word, so I'll take that 130 silver. We're up to 1500, so still a little ways to go before I'll be ready for a new reel, but hopefully the bigger lure here helps us out. So appreciate everyone watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll at least stop by Volkov for a little bit. I don't know exactly if we'll spend time there fishing or not, but definitely stop by Volkov so you can see that tomorrow. So hope you all have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Have good tight lines, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.